Hey, hello everybody. Did you hear me said Gigi?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I
Hey,
can.
hey, everybody. Uh,
Hi. So welcome back everybody. It's been a long time I actually did this. I think about maybe 4 months, 3 months ago. I can't remember the last time I actually came live to be frank. I've always been I took a long time break, but we're back for another episode, and this is episode 4. So we'll be going through a rundown from episode 1 to 3. Then we'll start from episode 4 to discuss basically the entire episode. So, Gigi, can you give us the rundown before we start?
okay. So, yeah, as you said, we're starting back from 1 through 3. Um, First, let's just start with the whole, like the beginning of one, because of course, as we go along and get through the rest of the episodes, Martell is steady lying about what he was really arrested for. He's trying to downplay the fact that the arrest that he or the charges that he was charged with were just for a text message. But we all know, and we've seen on social media, we've seen it all play out. So we know that it's for the revenge P. But of course, so in the first episode, we see that he's been arrested. We see him with his mom. And of course, she's always going to defend Martell and act like he's just such a good boy and don't do no wrong. And she has no one, she doesn't know why Melody would do this. Like, I feel like everybody keeps enabling him to continue this behavior. That's why he continues to act like this. But like we all know what the real thing is. Like, dude, Coastlaw has told about having the video. There's recordings of that. Like, we know that he was talking about showing the video to the cast members, like in the first, second, what was it, like the third season or something like that. At the reunion, they talked about seeing the video. So it's like, what can you, like, how can you really say that it's just for text message? Can't hear you. You're muted, Uja.
Oh, I did not know. Sorry. So I think I was tired. I felt like, oh, we have a whole new season. They kept complaining that all the stories kept being surround like it was always being about Mel and Martell every single season. So I was like, okay, this is the whole new season. This is season 9, right? I was like, okay, we're going to have another new season. Maybe everybody will pull their weight. Maybe, oh, they're bringing Destiny back. I'm not happy about it because I feel like our entire story will probably be antagonizing somebody. I was like, let's
Right.
give it. But now we're back to the whole thing. It's almost like everybody's story is just so dull. It's not captivating enough, and people are just like, let's just go back to the Mel and Martell, and then start bashing millimeters. Maybe then people will actually try to watch it. It's crazy. But yeah, let's get into this episode. So the episode started off quite, how would I say, quite slow. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was a little bit boring when the episode started off. We had them talking about the whole Destiny, Sonny, and Moses situation. And, and the meeting between Destiny, Tisha, and Kimi. I don't know about you, but I felt like it was so fake. It was so fake, and I
Yeah,
don't
it was
understand
just,
why
it
they
was like
had to.
them just trying to know some business. Like, I feel like they was just trying to be intrusive, trying to be like, oh, well, because first off, what did they have to do with Sonny? What do they have to do with Moses? Like, okay, I understand y'all might like Destiny, but y'all are going to great lengths to try to get the information and to try to like be a part of this whole situation. So yeah, felt very fake.
Honestly, because okay, let's say you bring her in, you start talking about the whole Sunny. The only thing was that I actually liked the fact, I liked what um Kimi said. She was the only one that actually said facts. What you thought about your relationship with, like what you thought your relationship with Sunny was, and what she thought it was, were two different things. And I think that's what people need to understand. As not, I'm not saying that what Sunny did was right. I'm not saying that Sunny was not wrong for doing what she did. I'm just saying at least she was able to see the fact that Sunny thought they had like a work relationship. You were the one who felt like you guys were buddy buddies. And I think this is the same thing she thinks. Most people, they feel like, oh, we've been friends, we work in the same place, so we're friends. I always tell people, just because we're working in the same place, because we're colleagues for 1 million years, doesn't make us friends. We are just colleagues. And that was exactly what Destiny was to Sunny. So I definitely know that Sunny was the side chick. It was too obvious. Or I don't know whether this is a storyline they concocted so that Sunny and Moses will have some sort of like screen time and people will probably have something to say about them because it just feels all so fake. But still, it's just like, okay, why are we still talking about this? This man is married. Why are we talking about your situationship with him? I just don't think it's necessary because he's a married man. He has moved on, but you're still feeling so angry, so mad about it. Yes, he effed you up. Yes, he cheated on you. Yes, he did that, did that. But yeah, they were not actually best friends. They were actually workers. And when the relationship ended, Sunny packed up and she saw Moses and she was like, why would I not date him? I'm not saying what she did was bad. I'm just saying I understand what Kimi said because it was actually right.
Yeah, I feel like Destiny definitely like she's quick to say somebody's a friend or to like, yeah, you got done wrong, okay? Sunny and Moses was fucking around. We truly don't know the dynamic. I mean, he says that they wasn't like messing around. He started messing with Sunny after he broke up with Destiny. But clearly there was something in Sunny that he seen that he liked. Okay. Destiny, it just wasn't it for you. You and him weren't meant to be. I know the shit hurts, it's fucked up, but like I don't know. I just feel like she tries to push things on to play that victim role to make it like she's just, you know what I'm saying, everybody does her wrong and she just don't know why. I feel like it's truly something about Destiny that people that is off putting to people. And that's why her relationships don't last, her friendships don't last, and people don't really like to be around her because there's something about her that they know is just I mean, we've seen her colors. She's not to be trusted. Like I don't trust her. Like so I don't know. But yeah, as far as her and Sunny being friends, they were coworkers. Just because y'all talked, or you can have a work relationship and say I miss you or love you. Oh my God, like I missed you so much. You wasn't at work because sometimes there are people that you work with that kind of just make work fun or just make the time go faster. So when that person's not there, it's just like, oh my God, I missed you. I wish you was here. Da 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 da. But she takes that shit too literal, and I feel like she's like that's what she's trying to hold on to make the situation seem more extreme than what it is so that she can get compassion from everybody. Like, she's going to ride this train as long as she can.
I mean, she's already like riding it as long as she can at this point because that's exactly our entire storyline for the entire season, Sonny and Moses. And I think in a way, Moses is in on it, Sonny is in on it because they all want some sort of storyline, and that's why they keep talking about each other. I'm not bashing them. At least we have something new to talk about in the entire season that is not Mel and Martell. So kudos to them having that fake storyline about it. I'm not going to say it's fake, but I appreciate it. So the situation with the side chicks. See, I never knew how this side chick situation was so bad till this episode. It just felt like almost everybody was a side chick. Destiny was a side chick, Sunny was a side chick, Nell was a side chick. Was that other guy that's married to Latricia? Is it
Yeah,
Ken
Ken
or
or
whatever?
Kevin, Ken, yeah.
Tell when something is a side chick, I'm just so confused. Is where's the marriage in the show?
Listen, after seeing everybody
Because
getting locked up, like I feel like this show is now called like Love While Locked Up in Huntsville. Like this is no longer love and marriage.
honestly, so now let's talk about this particular part. So Mattel and what's her name, Nell, they met for lunch. I don't understand why Nell is still hard defending this Mattel because Lord knows me, you know their situation. Why are you still having several conversations with this man about the same thing? So you come start having the discussion, start talking about the fact that you found out that there's actually a video, and it's not only a text message, and then the side chick was actually threatening people, and then he says, oh, it shows the text message that this is what the text message that I sent to her, and that was all. I told her to stop bullying me. I can remember that time in 2022. It was a whole big, like, it was a very big scandal around that time that he came online listing different men that she allegedly slept with. I can remember vividly. And then people were like, this is so unnecessary. Why are you listing several men that you think or you are insinuating that she slept with while married to you? And why are you actually telling us? I can remember that very, very clearly. And then he said that time it was like, oh, she was bullying me. So I really wanted to show her about this, tell her that I really have her information, tell her I really have her gist. He then started saying that, oh, how many men did she do this? He actually started it. I can remember that he came on Instagram live. He first played the whole audio with the daughter, then he came on Instagram live bashing her, coming at her, talking about how she's a bad mom, how he's the one that does this, does that, blah blah blah. Even the incident of him exposing the whole court document, it was really, really bad. So it was very confusing to me that he showed one text message and then deleted the others because there were actually several text messages. So he conveniently deleted the other text messages and left that particular one that did not look so bad. Because if not, why would you have been convicted?
Yeah, I feel like well, first off, now you are too old to be this naive. Like you should know that he was lying because while he's sitting there telling you about it, he's stuttering over his words, and all he keeps me telling you is to ask her, ask her. And I feel like what he did is like he took a screenshot of just that text message, and like that's what he's showing. Like he's not showing all the rest of it. He's not showing the fact that, like you said, him going live on Instagram, bashing her, talking shit. He doesn't like. Come on, do you not realize that there's recordings of Coleslaw saying that she's seen the video, that you showed her the video, that about all the stuff that you asked her to do that you was going to do about it. Like, come on. Like, and that's something else
Yeah.
that I'm like, I know that y'all have social media. Y'all watch the blogs, y'all watch content creators. So I know that y'all know this stuff. This happened months ago. But him getting arrested might have happened recently, but still, it's happened within the time frame of us hearing those recordings. Like all the information is out there. So for Nell to sit there so naive and oh, I told her I didn't want you to go to jail. But then she told me what you did. Why would you do that? Come on now. Like, why are you sitting there letting this man lie to you in your face and you not really question the validity of what he's saying? You just go on with it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's steady going through everybody that tells him that, like, talks to him about it. He's just going straight to, oh no, I got the text message. Look, all I said is stop bullying me. But then, like, when he talks to Chris, it's, oh, I deleted the picture as soon as I, because you know what you did. So like that's the shit that's like bothering me. It's like they're allowing this false narrative to keep going on and play. Like they're allowing him to lie about serious accusations and things he did. Because I mean, Chris questioning, which I liked. When we'll get to that part, but everybody else is kind of just like letting it go. I don't understand that. And like I said, the rest of the cast members, they all seen, or at least said that they seen the tape. So it's just
They've
like,
all, I think everybody has actually seen the tape at this point.
yeah, like it's like, come on, the lies, the truth has been out there for a while, but it's just the actions and the consequences of your actions are catching up with you now, but you're still wanting to act like people are stupid enough to just believe that it was just a leave me alone and stop bullying me text. Come on. Like, let's get for real. And then for Nell to be like, oh, well, we decided to not, we're having a birthday party for Chris, but we decided that we are going to invite Mel and not you. Okay. I don't know. Nell's questionable to me. Like she's always been on the fence, but she's really like she's showing that maybe she's not as trustworthy and as she really I don't know. Do you think she might be Mel
I don't
identified as
actually
well?
think I don't think it's about being trustworthy or not. I think she's actually male identified and she does it without knowing because it's actually quite obvious that she's not doing it from like a malicious place. She's just that ignorant. Initially, I thought that, oh, she was just like, oh, she was pretending to like Mel and all that. But then the more she spoke and the more she keeps acting ignorant, it's like, okay, it's the same way they brought up the whole you're a side chick situation. Because from where to where, how did we get to that part? We were actually talking about your transgressions, and the next thing you're talking about is your situation with Chris. Girl, no
Right.
matter how you twist it, you were a side chick. Even if you did not know, you were a side chick. Yes, you did the right thing by leaving him when you found out that he was married, but you still actually had an emotional connection to him. That was why you persevered.
But see, I guess the argument
I
comes
mean,
in
you
though
waited
because
till he.
Chris said that they were separated. Him and his ex-wife were separated legally and in the process of getting a divorce when
But
he
they are
had met
saying
Nell.
two different things.
Exactly. So it's
No,
like,
let's
so
look at
maybe it's the fact that she,
what was said. Chris
right, that's what I'm
said
saying. She said that when she found out, she left, and he's like, well, I wasn't married, I was
that he
separated
was
legal.
married. So which one is actually like the truth? You met him, you found out he was married, you left, or you were separated and then you were dating her. Which is the truth?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah,
So
that's the
it
whole
just
thing. It's like,
ends up, and
which one is it?
I'm actually inclined to actually believe um Neil because her storyline is actually more in line to what Martell was saying. You know, he was saying, "Oh, you were still a side chick, you're still a side chick," and then she also says that I met him while he was married, then I left, then I came back after he divorced her. So I'm actually inclined to believe that she's the one telling the truth, not him, because he keeps stuttering
So
about
maybe she's saying
trying to
he was
rearrange
still
his
married
liver.
just because, well, see, okay, so because he wasn't, even though he was legally separated, he still wasn't divorced. So yeah, that made him still legally married. But maybe she felt like, listen, you know. you are separated because you are still, the divorce is the final hearing, or when it's final, then we can get back together. So maybe that's what she was like when she found out about him being still legally married, that she left. So Chris, I mean, both those ways could be right. Like on her part, he told her like, "Hey, I'm separated. I'm going through a divorce," and she was like, "Wait, no. To me, that means you're still married, so we can't be together." But to him, he's like, "No, I was separated from my wife. I was not. We wasn't, married. We were going through a divorce when I got with her." So I guess it could match up both ways. I, I don't know. I can see both sides, and it actually like even though what they're saying is different, it actually makes sense. Hey, Braylon. But yeah, I think
I actually do
I
not
can see
believe
both
that. I'm
sides.
sorry. I don't agree. I don't agree because if I was to meet somebody while they are separated, divorce papers signed, submitted, waiting for it to be agreed like by the court, the whole process can take some time. But you guys have submitted, you are living apart, you're separated, everything signed, everything ready to go. I don't think you're still married. And that's what people mean by we are separated, documents already signed and everything, we're going through the divorce. That's what people mean. I do not think you are still married at that point. I actually feel like you're single. Now, they are saying two different things because if he had already signed the papers and they were going through their divorce, he would have actually stayed. He was actually still married. He was still married. And
But that's what I'm
also,
saying
we all
to
know that
her.
Chris is
But that's
actually we know that he's a cheater. He cheats a lot. So there's actually no difference. He most like he still cheated on Nell. I'm sure he's still cheating on her, but she has decided to stay.
well, we know that he's cheated on her because she has said that he has cheated on her. So that's true. Um, and she talked about how well she didn't really like talk about how she found out, but she just said she found out, and they broke up for a year, for a little over a year, and then got back together.
Yes. And that over
So
a year, I'm sure it was cheating.
I'm pretty like, listen, I
Men,
wouldn't put it past Chris to dip a little,
because men
dib and
like this
dab.
actually do not even. You definitely do not want to fall in love with them. This kind of men, you just deal with them with or mutual understanding. I know you are going to cheat. I just want to be married to somebody so that I too can cheat in peace. And when you cheat on them because if you are loyal, the same way Neil has been, they would trample on you, they would cheat on you multiple times, and then you would every day be crying about this imaginary love or the imaginary husband you have because he's definitely not married to you. You are just the one only married to him. But I actually like the fact that he held Martell a little bit, like a little bit, because I know that nobody actually holds him responsible for what he does. Everybody finds a loophole to say, but Mel did this. Everybody finds a loophole. But at least he held Mattel responsible for his actions. The only thing was that he didn't really hold him too bad. He just after a while was like, okay, but and that's one thing that I really, really do not like. Every single time someone tries to hold Mattel accountable, the next thing we see is that he finds some beautiful excuse, and then we're back to talking about Mel was also wrong. And yes, I actually agree with this comment. Mattel keeps lying in everybody's face about Mel was bullying him, doing this and that. He never says what she has done to bully him, and not one person he tells that lie has asked what she said. Why would they ask what she has said or done? They actually want this narrative to stick. This season and the seasons coming forth, it's going to be everybody has to demonize Mel for storyline. Everybody has to say something against her because then when the millimeters attack, they're like, oh my god, why are they doing this? Wow, they're being so vicious. It's the same play everywhere. It's the same play everywhere.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's been. Like that's why I said they're not asking the questions, but yet the proof is out there. We see and we've seen and heard what he has done. We know that it's revenge piece, so why is everybody else acting like they don't know what's going on? They're on social media just as much. Like, so it just makes no sense that they're really acting oblivious to, the actions of Martell. And when he says that he's being bullied by her, it's like, how? How is that? Is she bullying you because she's living life not thinking about your ass? She's bullying you because she's taking care of the kids without you. She's bullying you because she's taking vacations. She's, you know what I'm saying, doing music. She's like, she is better than what she was when she's with you. So now it's a problem. Like, I don't understand. I think you're on mute. You're on mute.
I was actually muttering to myself. I was saying he's the one that sent her to sued her to court, asked her to pay his lawyer fees, wanted child support. He just did not get anything that he wanted. So now it is she's bullying me, she's evil, she's this, and he's going to really try to make this fit. Just watch it. Try the entire season. He's going to keep talking about she was bullying me, she was bullying me. And now that he was convicted, that means he's not going to make it to the next season because Carlos King, who actually loves Martell, would not want this to be shown.
Right, I'm provoked not to. Why would they ask? It's convenient for them. Exactly. Like, but this is what I'm saying. They know the truth because most of them are on social media and they listen to the content creators. They follow the whole story, especially when it has something to do with mail. A lot of them definitely tune in. So when you hear something that has to do with Mel or Martell or something like that, they're listening. They've heard the tapes. We've heard Cole Saul admit to doing this, to admit to him sending her the videos. Like, we've heard the cast members say themselves that he has showed them a video. So it's like, at what point do they actually take accountability to say, hey, wait a second, you showed us stuff. Like, so is it that? Does it have to do with that? But no, you're right. It's convenient for them to act like they don't know nothing and they wasn't a part of it, even though there's evidence of them saying they was. So it's like
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah.
But let's move on to another pathetic part. Honestly, I'm actually bored of the new additions, to be honest. I expected them to bring something fresher. I'm actually even more invested into this Destiny, Sunny, and Moses story. So let's get into theirs. So the guy staged an intervention for Sunny. For the first time, I had to agree with Masal because why are you guys telling him to talk to Destiny? Why are you saying that he needs to clear the air? Why you? It just doesn't make any sense. You have moved on. You are married. You're expecting a child anytime soon. You had IVF. Why are we bringing up the whole destiny thing? And that's what I said initially. You are married. Why are we still talking about your ex-girlfriend from centuries ago? Yes, I know that it was just last year, but it's just crazy to me. And the way he was stuttering over his words does not make any sense. You can obviously see that Moses is not repentant. He does not even care about what anybody wants to say. He does not even care about hurting anybody's feelings. He used Destiny for screen time. Destiny used him for screen time. So we might as well just shake hands and move on.
I
But yeah,
mean, one, I just feel like, yeah, that was a time filler. They just had to throw like the Scots in there. I'll just say, like you said, Sonny and Moses, like they're like the storyline now. So they had to try to some way to give the Scots some time. So okay, they staged this little intervention. And then something else that Marceau said, like, which I can kind of agree with too, in a way. Um, but when Maurice was like, "Oh, they're moving fast," and when he said like, "Oh, I proposed to Tisha after a month. You don't have to eat all of the ice cream to know that you like how it tastes." Like, I agree with that. Like, you don't like. sometimes if you know something is good and it's, you know what I'm saying, things are healthy, like you don't have to wait no 7, 11 years and then, propose and then shit goes like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody waits that long. So I understand
But
like that part.
what if this is actually a storyline that Sonny, Destiny, and Moses concocted? Because we all noticed that she was never actually really leaving the show because she never actually removed LMH from the title of her bio. So I actually had this inkling that she was coming back. So I'm like, what if this is all a ploy for them to have a storyline? Because I would never put it past these people. They are very desperate for storylines in the show because it has become quite stale. So I actually will not put it past them if they were doing all this drama, all this just to have some sort of like
That is
something for
definitely
people
a
to
good
talk about.
observation. And I can see that. I can definitely see that. Because first off, okay, the producer of Destiny's Music is now the wife of her ex man. What how much more of a storyline do you need with that? Like that right there is enough. So, and honestly,
And
with
a
Carlos, I
storyline
definitely
that
don't
Destiny will look like the victim.
right.
That's smart.
And a reason for her to come back. Oh, okay. See, before you didn't really have a storyline. You really wasn't giving us nothing. But with this one, we could go ahead and explore your life like this. You right. You listen. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. Something in the Kool-Aid ain't sweet.
Because it sounds awfully convenient, if you ask me. But now let's go. So we had the meeting eventually, and then she said some pretty damning things. Let's just say their relationship was actually true, and then Moses actually cheated. So she says they
Oh,
broke
you want to
up,
skip all the way to the
they were
end?
still
You said
together.
forget everything else.
Now, I'm just doing, if we're talking about one person, we might as well just say everything about that person, the entire show,
Mhm.
instead of jumping scene to scene. I mean, it's just
Okay,
better.
that's fine. So
So
yeah,
she's
what's
like,
up?
we were we were together, we broke up August, and then you started dating Sonny before you even broke up with me. Why his version was that he told her in April that he was no longer interested, that she does not treat him how we want, so they might as well be friends. And then he collected Sonny's number July. They started dating her in August. And then she was like, oh, even though you said that, you were still loving up on me till August. And that's exactly what happened, and that he's a liar and da. He was really stuttering. He could not even defend himself like around this time. And I was like, this is very embarrassing. Imagine me watching my man not being able to defend our relationship, and then everybody's not like, oh, you're a side chick, oh, you're this, you're that. And that was one thing that Maurice said that was right. I don't allow something to fester. Once people start calling this person a side chick, it's going to stand forever. Don't allow somebody to make them call your wife a side chick, or don't allow a notion fester that, oh, this woman was dating you when you were with someone else. And Moses did a very poor job defending his relationship with her. You could have just said, okay, things happened in April. I ended it with you, but I still felt like I was open to probably have some romantic or have some sort of like relationship with you around that time. But it's not like I was really open to date you. Just so weird. Because when you said pull up the receipts, it's like I have receipts, but why didn't she pull up any of these receipts?
She's pulling a Martell. She's pulling a. See, this is why. But listen to this, and this is what I mean by with destiny. Okay, so You talking about how he cheated on you and you asking questions and he's letting you know. You said when did they meet? He said July, August. He's seen her in July and got her number. They started talking in August. You wanted to hurry up and quick and say, no, we didn't break up until August. When I sent you the text that said I choose me, that's when we broke up. Which means basically this man said no, we broke up in April, but you're the one who basically, I guess, didn't break, even though he broke up with you and y'all stopped having sex is what it seems like, because it seems like after that it just turned to text messages from her own mouth. He broke up with you in April. You just didn't break up. And just because he sent you $40 because you asked him for it, girl, that does not mean this man is with you. I got friends that I can ask for $40 and we never slept together. I got like, come on, that is crazy. Like, and somebody saying, okay, good morning, baby. If he was still texting you from April to August saying those things, that means in that time he was not dating Sunny from April until August. But when he met Sunny and they started dating, that's when all of that stopped, which means he met someone and he was completely through with you then. So he still didn't cheat and it still doesn't make her a side chick. Like, come on. Destiny,
He
this man
married
moved
her
on
within
from
one
you.
month.
Like he found what he liked and he moved on from you. But
And
yeah,
you know
and
what even
even
makes
that,
it
like
more
you said, the
embarrassing
storyline.
is this what makes it more embarrassing that if this is actually true, it's so weird that you are trying to tell us that someone broke up with you and then you really allowed yourself to be let's not even go there. I don't want to be nasty because I'm like I'm turning a new leaf. Let's not do be so insultive. Let's just do the review and then we'll end it. Because girl, you were legit just is come bucket for about March, April, May, June, July, August, about 5 months. And then he met somebody and got married to her within 1 month. That's very embarrassing. I dropped on my I actually just took a break. I was so exhausted. I was like, social media is not for me right now. So I took a break for just to refresh and be back. I think I'm back in time. Thank you for asking. But yeah, but it's just like really weird that Destiny is willing to go through the storyline. Yes, she does look like the victim. Yes, everybody is pitying her and all. But the more the storyline festers, the more bitter she will end up looking. Like X your entire storyline. Then people will be like, okay, what about you? What are you doing? Why is he talking about Moses? He's a married man with a pregnant wife. It just doesn't to me, I just don't think it's wise or it was wise for her to continue the storyline. That's just me. But yeah, I mean when you do not have anything for people to talk about, you will just have to end up there. So
Yeah, but that right there kind of does. I mean, that kind of makes it where it's like, is this really made up? Because, like you said, 5 months basically in between the breakup, and then he meets her, and within a month they're married. Like, either he really found someone good, or yeah, this was definitely a storyline to get Destiny back on the show and then plug in Moses and Sunny. But we shall see. Your mic's muted, love. You're muted. Okay, there we go.
I muted I muted the wrong mic. So the problem was that I don't know about this couple. They bore me every time they're on my screen. I'm bored. Even though they work out a lot. Yes, we've seen that. Just trying to be vulnerable about the fact that she lost her mom, her dad, her sister. Okay, storyline. Thank you. I just don't. I'm bored. Like, okay, when did they start getting interesting? Yes, we know you're vulnerable. At that time, you were lashing out. I'm trying not to sound as disinterested as I am, but okay, when do we get to the fun part about them being a new couple?
Yeah, this episode definitely was not giving interest. It There was too many slow points. There was way too many points where just like it didn't make sense. Seemed like it was just slot fillers. It was just boring time spent talking about nothing interesting or anything that really helped develop the story or move the story on. Like none of this is really making it's not making these new people seem interesting. Like what really is the storyline for them?
It's none. That sounds weird, but yeah, I don't think they necessarily have a storyline. I think their storyline needs to be attached to Stormy and Courtney because now they do not have much people to film with. They're not really that good friends with Mel. They're not good friends with Tisha. They're not good friends with. Okay, they're probably good friends with Destiny, but that's just about it. So it's like, okay, we need a filming partner. Mel is not really that bothered with filming anymore. So it's like, we need you guys to film with somebody, maybe something that will be something interesting and all those kind of things. So, why are these people here? They are not compelling enough. And then finding out that she's still married while she has a new man, I don't understand how that works. But I guess that works for them. But how are you
Plain
married? Yeah, yeah, some divorces can be quite shitty, and some marriages can be quite shitty that you just run away without being married. But it's like I just don't understand. She maybe working to get more information because they just dropped this bomb and everybody just threw it.
like you said earlier, this is a lot of side chicks and side dudes. Like a lot of infidelity within marriages. How is this showing love and marriage? Y'all are definitely taking away the black experience of real love and marriage. Like this is showing uh this is more like shit. Affairs and assailants. I don't like this is becoming crazy. Affairs and offenders. That's what this show should be called now. Because where's the love? I really can't find one relationship on this show where I can actually see true love. Not one. Like, if I'm wrong, let me know. If can somebody say which relationship actually shows true love? I I've yet to see it.
But yeah, at the end of the day, we have to blame the producers because all this is still on Carlos. Everybody keeps claiming every season that they are actually filming something important, they are filming it something interesting, but Carlos just does not show it. So let's just see how the season goes. I guess the episode was a little bit, did I say a little bit? Was actually just there. It was not as bad as last week's, but it was just there. We need this to pick up before people lose interest. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Do you have anything to say? I think we've covered approximately all the episode. Do you have anything to say before we wrap it up?
No, I just yeah. I feel like there's more coming. Like these next couple episodes, we might see a little bit more. That's when we're going, going to get into the thick of things. So can't wait for that. Like, yeah, it's time for a pickup.
Yeah.
This right here, this boring ass, you know, this what they're doing. Mm-mm. We need some new material. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let's Talk with Solana. I'm a Queen C with Eugene Ann. Please make sure that you like it. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time that we go live or upload. And we are actually back since my good sis Uja is back. We're back every Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific time for Love and Marriage Huntsville review and recap. So make sure that you are with us every Sunday. Bye.